GM. Welcome back to Noun O'Clock live at the Noun Square. I'm Robot Fish Girl. We're watching the end of the auction for Noun 1321, this besuited flower that we got yesterday. There's 3 minutes left on the auction, currently sitting at 2.41 ETH. In that remaining 3 minutes, you can also pick up Nomo Noun number 1321, this Robo coin we got yesterday. For just 0.00069 ETH, that's 214 USD. 100% of the proceeds go to the Yellow Collective Treasury, which goes to funding artists on chain, the Nouniverse, and beyond. Speaking of the Yellow Collective, collective noun number 393 is currently sitting at 0.02. That is 0.02. So yellowcollective.xyz if you want to see the end of that auction coming up in just 3 minutes. But the nouns auction is going to end before then. So nounoclock.live or nomo.wtf, that is the place that you want to be to see the end of this auction. We did have a little bit of technical difficulties at the start of the show, but hopefully they have been mostly resolved. We did get utterly rugged on the first Twitter space, so we had to open up a second one. And I still, if anybody has any alternatives to Twitter spaces that aren't on this godforsaken platform, please let us know. It's so bad. Anyway, 1 minute and 40 seconds left on that timer. So until then, Brett, Symbio, how are y'all doing?
Fantastic.
I'm good.
I'm jealous.
I literally just got my funds back from the yellow auction, and the rollover woke me up, so I'm here.
Oh, fantastic.
It's 4:40 in the morning for me.
Jesus Christ, why are you here?
Because I'm dedicated.
You know what? That's fair enough. I'm here at 4:40 in the morning when the show is there in my time.
Yeah.
So I suppose it's fair. If anybody else does want to hop up into the Twitter space and hop up on stage, you are more than welcome to. Most of the people watching this are already here on Twitter. You're going to want to go to our profiles, scroll down. It is Noun O'Clock, number 884, live at the Noun Square, part 2, because the first space rugged after about 2 minutes. But in the meantime, we've got 30 seconds left on that timer. Nounoclock.live, NOMO.WTF. We're gonna play a fun little game that we play every single day here. A janky FOMO. It's like regular FOMO, but worse. And in 3, 2, 1. That's right, it is time for janky FOMO. If you've been here before, you know the drill, but just in case you haven't, you're going to see all of these nouns flashing by. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, a thumbs down if you don't. If a noun gets enough thumbs ups in the first couple of seconds or so, that is going to be the noun that is on auction for the next 24 hours. We have been getting botted a bit. So we have turned off FOMO's ability to settle for us, but not to worry. We are just doing it manually, so.
Ooh.
Oh, I kind of like that mushroom.
Not a bad mushroom. So
All three weren't
far,
bad.
no
Ape, I want to call the first one.
bot.
The papal ape.
The papal ape?
Yeah. Instead of vape or grape.
If you just keep rhyming words, I think eventually we'll reach some sort of point.
I think that's how Toady gets lucky, to be honest.
If you just keep rhyming, eventually something will work. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. Nice squid face. One of my favorite NARs
no bot
actually
votes
is a
today.
squid. That's just a mess.
Oh, that's not a bad spam. Yeah. Oh man, I want spam. I need to get some. I want to make musubi. I was feeling homesick, and I made um b- b- I'm from Hawaii for anybody who doesn't know, and we have this chain of like they're kind of like diners um that are open very late, uh called Zippies. And yeah, diner is the closest way I can describe it. They're like a chain restaurant that has diner like food in that they just serve everything. Um, but their sort of signature dish there, or one of their signature dishes, is Zippy's chili and rice. Um, and it you can order it pretty much anywhere and get it shipped to you frozen, but it is prohibitively expensive. So there are like entire communities on like Reddit and Tumblr and everything where people try to find replica, like displaced Hawaii people try to find replica Zippy's chili recipes. Um, and I have one that I found that is actually really really good and surprisingly easy to make. So I made that the other day, and I have been living on nothing but Zippy's chili and rice
A
for
lot of
like 3 days.
a lot of evil noggles today.
Not overly popular in short car rides.
No, it's not. No, it's Zippy's is a very uh like very light. That's why I like it. It's not like most chili where it's like this heavy thing that, sits in your stomach like a bowling ball. It's a very light chili. Um, but yeah, it was really tasty. Even if I did make it at 4 o'clock in the morning in a dark kitchen, stirring for 30 minutes over a stove, going, potion. Um,
Yeah, in a cauldron.
in a cauldron. Oh, this is the first good bagpipe we've seen in a while. I hit the button. I'm sorry. It was an impulse. Oh, and it wasn't just me.
Yep, pipe went.
We agreed on one.
Oh no.
What do you mean? That's great.
I know, I'm just kidding.
That was a fantastic bagpipe, and we never see good bagpipes. I had to give it a yes. And now it is time for Nomo. If you're not there already, nounoclock.live, NOMO.WTF. You're going to see all of these nouns arrayed before you. You're going to pick your favorite from among them.
Choose your character.
Spam click it with all your might every 10 seconds. Half of them are eliminated until we're left with just one. That's going to be the Nomo noun of the day. Also, make sure you've signed in with your wallet or your clicks will not be counted. That's very important. Sign in with your wallet or your clicks will not be counted. A couple good ones. I really like that beat.
Yeah, the beat's nice in the peanut.
Pony up in the top left.
Oh yeah. Did you see that we Boney showed up for a show, and in that same show
A
we
tub.
had we got a shower on Yellow Collective. That was fun. Oh, there's a ska noun right next to the beat. Once again, if you haven't yet, make sure you've signed in with your wallet or your clicks will not be counted. That's very important. If you're clicking and you're wondering why it's not working, it's because you haven't signed in.
This is pretty good looking tuba.
It is, right? Okay. We are down to a shower, a tuba, a beat, and a peanut. Which, if nothing else, sounds like a fun evening.
Yeah, I'll just keep the peanut joke to myself.
Final round. Beat versus Peanut.
Not.
Who will win? Who will lose? 3, 2, 1, fight!
I almost said nut, and I very, very deliberately avoided it, and then you just undermined that choice.
Beat nuts. And
Beat wins. Fatality.
Anyway, we got a fantastic beat for Nomo Noun number 1322. If you want to pick it up for just 0.00069 ETH, it matches the noun. You can do so for it's just 0.00069 ETH. That's 214 USD. 100% of the proceeds go to supporting artists on chain through the Yellow Collective. Speaking of Yellow Collective, over at yellowcollective.xyz, it looks like we are going to have a winner imminently. I had to refresh my page, but Aman Rasuli.eth with that 0.024 coming in. With 10 seconds left on this auction. Because it's on base, it is still possible for somebody else to win, but it doesn't look like it. All right, fantastic. Congratulations. And we're going to see what we get for collective now, number 394. Assuming it, yeah, there we go. And collective noun number 394 is a yellow square. Come on, load.
Something.
Maybe if I hit the button again. There it is! An ETH folder. That's a fun looking noun. Actually, it's a
Pretty
very
nice.
boring looking noun, but it's still nice. It's got a gray shirt, an ETH accessory, and a yellow background. If you want to pick up this Yellow Collective noun, you can go to yellowcollective.xyz. It's on auction for the next 24 hours. The Yellow Collective is an on-chain club built on DAO rails. So it is closer to a club than a DAO, though we do still engage in DAO governance on occasion. Speaking of, that EP should be wrapping up pretty soon, I believe. But we've also got a Based in Yellow edition up right now. This fantastic paper-cut toucan from Yuyari Kuna Films. It's like a little stop-motion toucan animation that is up on the Yellow channel in Warpcast if you want to find that. Based in Yellow edition, and it's fantastic. So go check that out. It's on sale for the remainder of the month. The Based in Yellow editions are one of the ways in which we support artists through the Yellow Collective. And basically, what it does is, oh, thank you, Brett. Basically, the way the Based in Yellow editions work is we commission an artist up front in full for their work, and then once they finish and it is Yellow Collective themed, then we sell it on our platform through our own Based in Yellow collection, and they get a revenue share on their art. So not only do they get paid for their art, the way they normally would for any other commission, they also get a revenue share from everything we make selling it, which is, and everything else goes back into commissioning more artists. So it really is just a cycle of supporting art in this space and trying to make more of it happen. And, artists really do, pretty much control the internet. So it's important to give them the props they deserve. And I'm very proud of the way that we managed to do that. So definitely check this out. It's a really cute little animation, and it's up on Coinbase Wallet. Like I said, you can mint it, and it's had a sizable amount of mints already.
Yeah, it's almost 4,000.
God damn! Yeah, check that out if you haven't yet. Toucan Play, a Based in Yellow Spotlight Edition by Yuyari Kuna Films and Lopez Angulo. All right. With that out of the way, that's all of our shenanigans. So we minted a Yellow Collective noun, we minted a Nomo noun, and we minted a mainnet noun, which is beautiful. Actually, I don't know if my transaction or Pipes went through on that one. Might have been Pipe.
It came in second, so I'm not sure.
It seemed to happen pretty much simultaneously, but you might have had faster gas than me. Well, whoever got it, it's a fantastic noun. So either way, I'm happy. Yeah. Anyway, let's take a look at everything else that's been going on in the Nouniverse. First of all, nouns.world got a little update. And by a little update, I mean, seems like a pretty big update. So the site has been pretty heavily updated. It's simpler. There's individual pages for each resource instead of them all being, jammed together on one giant thing, which is nice. If you are not familiar with nouns.world, if you've been in the Nouniverse for a while and you remember nouns.center, I would consider this to be a spiritual successor. And it's also just a really cool site. It's got, like, let's go look at the art resources, for instance. All of this useful stuff, figuring out nouns art. There's dev resources. There's a whole bunch of nounish merchandise up here for anybody who wants something IRL. It's just a really, really cool repository of knowledge. So definitely check it out if you have not yet. But yeah, that's been updated. Oh wait, the Prop Explorer pages got updated too, right? Wait, where? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Sick. Yeah. Next up, this is interesting. So Patty posted today, Nouns DAO became the first government approved DAO in China in direct partnership with the Chinese government. Over the next year, China will provide access for our team to advise and implement the future of China's blockchain legislature. Excited to bridge the gap for China. I'm thankful for support from I Can't Read That, chairman of the Capital Copyright Association. One of the few languages I have no knowledge of. Thank you to everyone at Nouns I've met this year. This still feels like a dream to me. Can't wait for us to be able to use government channels to proliferate our mission. This is pretty cool. I do wonder how the Duna might impact this.
Positively?
I hope so. Yeah, pretty sick.
I've been using GPT to read for me when I don't speak the language. It's pretty effective.
Why not just translate it use Google Translate or something?
Because it reads it back to you.
What?
Yeah, you can
Like
put
out
anything
loud?
in GPT. Yeah. Just
Is
dropped
that significantly different or
no. I've just been doing it.
No, I mean cuz Google Translate's always read it back to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Now
voice
that's
is better.
okay.
The delivery. The
Yeah,
cadence.
uh-huh. Okay. I'll take your word for it. I don't understand it, but I'll take your word for it. But yeah, this is interesting. I hope Pat can come on the show at some point and talk about it. Next up, there have been some updates on Warpcast and DWR. You can gift a Farcaster account, which is fantastic. Select channels that the user will be immediately onboarded to. So basically, we can if we're inviting somebody to, because TNS does invite people to Warpcast a lot, and now we can invite them directly to the yellow channel. So that's pretty sick. And then yeah, you share an invite code, and then it just all works. That is really cool. I really like that a lot. But yeah, those are the big things that we had to talk about today. Honestly, I don't know if there's anything else much going on. Is there? Other
It
than
doesn't
proposals, which we
involve
haven't gotten to?
coins.
Yeah. Yeah. You're more plugged into that world than me and Brett have been on here day after day going, well, there's AI shit happening in meme coins, but we don't know what that do. So,
Yeah.
is there anything
A lot.
interesting happening there, or is it as it looks from an external perspective of?
There's currently some sort of airdrop going on, social token, I don't know what it is, but it's like you claim it by tagging. You have to be tagged, and then you have to tag somebody else, and very Ponzi-ish again.
I don't. The thing that blows my mind about Ponzi-nomics isn't that people try to make it work, it's that other people look at it and go, hey, look, Ponzi-nomics, and then jump in anyway. That's the thing that blows my mind.
You just got to be faster to get out than everyone else.
But that's so, like, inherently, then that means that the people after you
That's why I don't
will
participate.
will be getting the short. Like, it does. I cannot fathom that level of I don't give a shit about other people. Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know what
You
word
could
I was
always
trying to
ride
say.
it to 0 or hope it has longitudinal life, but
I
that
mean,
seems to be
yes,
my
but then you're one
my
of the people
tact.
getting
Ride it to
screwed.
0.
Like, I don't.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, either you get screwed or you are taking advantage from other people getting screwed. I don't understand how people can engage in these ecosystems without one of those happening.
It's a social contract on
I
your exit liquidity.
don't get it.
It's all been happening while I'm sleeping primarily, so I've missed
well.
all the fun. So
Mazel tov.
yeah, it's probably saved my bacon.
I did say I wish I had bookmarked it, but I did see somebody say earlier that like 97% of people who engage in meme coins just lose everything they put in. And it's like,
Mhm.
why would you? It's for the record,
Most of
I'm
the time I'll
also
just
against shit like loot boxes in games. So uh, it feels like predatory gambling to me. I'm never gonna get it. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Anyway, so yeah, there's really that's kind of all that's going on right now for the most part. We do have a couple of proposals up. Noun's musical starts in 7 hours. I don't know if they took the feedback I sent them, but maybe. And then this 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 title needs work. But the color that's
yeah, that's
Ben. Are you
uh,
aware of that there is already
yeah. I don't think we can use that name.
I are you aware that there's already a movie called this?
And like the context of that other movie too. Like I don't think we should be.
Yeah. 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 Whoopi Goldberg's gonna sue somebody. uh, anyway, other than the unfortunate title, um, this is asking for for 39K USDC to do a documentary about Chris Corella. Um, from the same people that brought you Ben Body documentary. I don't know why I said that like that.
Oh, you mean brought? Because it's still being pushed out.
Yeah, I
I
mean
get clips every day.
I thought it was out already.
Oh, it's out. I'm just saying I get content around it quite a lot.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, little shorts and stuff, multiple shorts, and
We have very different algorithms.
yes.
I never see
Even
anything.
Ben doesn't get that stuff probably.
The only things that get pushed to me are like cute animals. there's a like a animal sanctuary where she's taking care of some kind of cat. I don't know what it is. It's big. But it's a baby and it's just squeaking and it's very cute. It makes me very happy. It's basically that and huskies. That's my entire feed. That- anyway. Yeah. This just went up. I'm hopefully Ben can come on and talk about his experiences a bit more. And this is basically just the second episode in that. And I really hope that they change the name. Oh boy. I'm gonna tag Ben actually, real quick. I'm just gonna be like, anyway. Um, that's that. But that's all we've got coming up. Is the Nouns musical prop starts in 7 hours. We'll see how that goes, and then we've got the Chris Carella documentary that's open for changes, and I do hope that title does change. I deeply hope. I would have to vote against it if it didn't. That's oof. Um. Anyway, other than that, what else has been going on? Because I've been working on stuff, but it's not really, Nouniverse or on-chain related. It's more just like infosec related, which, tangential. But
I've just been procrastinating being a responsible human with drawing.
yeah, yeah, that's relatable. I've been scrambling to get a bunch of stuff done. I've been working. I spent a long time on the phone today with Ben West. Um, we're gonna try to get some kind of infosec thing set up because I I was looking around for reasons. A lot of people are very concerned about their or should be very concerned about their online privacy, uh, very imminently, especially stateside. So as part of that, I was looking into resources that I could share to people where even if they don't necessarily have a technical background, they could still understand, you know, what they need to do to stay safe online. And I've realized that I think the main thing that I realized is that a lot of these people who really understand infosec and are trying to explain it to others either are coming from a very technical background or they have never had to teach a young child anything. And the reason I say that is because I think that there's a lot of overlap between teaching, between the techniques that you use in early childhood education and teaching an adult who has no background knowledge on a subject. Is that fair to say? Like,
Hmm.
sometimes when you are teaching someone who has no other external knowledge or experience, sometimes when you're teaching someone something, in order to effectively communicate the important parts of a thing, you need to sacrifice accuracy. And I was having this revelation earlier because like I think I've known this for a while, but I haven't been able to articulate it well. And the best way that I can explain this is with the sentence, "The sky is blue." No, it isn't. The sky isn't an object that is reflecting light. The atmosphere takes the white light of the sun, refracts it, and it scatters it, Rayleigh scattering, and the blue light, being such a tight wavelength, gets scattered the longest, and we can see it the clearest. And so the sky appears to be blue, but it's not. When we say that something is blue or red or green, we're talking about the way that it is reflecting light. And the sky is not reflecting any light, it's refracting it. So when we say the sky is blue, that is not accurate information. But also, in a colloquial conversation, if someone asks you what color the sky is blue. Like it's not, it's inaccurate, but it is also sufficiently accurate for most conversations. And I feel like a lot of people who try to instruct things on a technical level don't get that. So when you ask them a question about how something works, they'll give you a highly technical explanation when what all they really have to do is say install a VPN and don't be an idiot. Like it's I don't know. I've spent most of today thinking about the differences between the two. That was the short version, incidentally. I tried an experiment earlier where I went into extreme detail about a particular process and then summarized, and it took, it was like a 2-minute spiel, and then I summarized the entire thing in one sentence. I was like, which is more accurate and which is more useful? I don't know. I've been thinking about that a lot. Anyway, my personal musings aside, I think we're about done unless there's anything that we haven't talked about.
My alternate title, Purple Square, the Chris Terrell story.
Purple Square is much better. That is a vast improvement over
It started as Purple Gets the Square, but I did the
Purple
Timberlake
Gets
thing and just and dropped the yeah.
and it dropped the Hollywood Squares reference. How many people would get that realistically?
Just you, maybe Toby.
Uh, I still want to
Infinitely
do
better
that.
than the other.
I
Because it started out with me wanting to create a meme with his face on top of Oprah saying, "You get a noun, and you get a noun, and you get a noun."
have I ever I've talked about how badly I want to do like a Hollywood Square Styles trivia show on TNS, right?
No,
I think it would be
Sign me up.
hysterical.
I'll do it.
I think it would be like we could just do it over like Zoom or something. Get a bunch of people in that arrangement. I can
Discord.
be Paul Lind. It's
I was just thinking about him. Like, who's going to be the Paul End?
yeah.
Social stumping.
There's I'm and yeah. I was thinking about all of the fun the fun comebacks he had to certain questions. It's considered in bad taste to discuss two things at nudist camps. One is politics. What is the other? Tape measures. If you were
Yeah.
pregnant for 2 years, what would you give birth to? Well, whatever it was, it wouldn't be afraid of the dark. There's so many.
Well, I mean, talk about nouns glasses.
Yeah, really. What is the most It is the most abused and neglected part of your body. What is it? Well, mine may be abused, but it certainly isn't neglected. Like this. Anyway, I
We
still
have a
think we should do
repertoire.
that. I have so many of these just floating around in my brain. What are two things you should never do in bed? Point and laugh. Anyway.
I thought of alternates, but yeah.
Yeah, well. That's like the whose line scenes from a hat, things you can say to a dog but not your girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know? Get off the mailman. Like, and then Colin just goes, "Come."
Yeah.
Anyway,
Here, now.
yeah. Well, I think we've gone far enough off the rails, and it's after midnight, so I'm happy to call it, especially given how late it is where Symbiotech is. So if there's nothing else that we've got to talk about, then yeah, I think that's it for
Enjoy
today.
your sleep. I'm getting up.
Why are you getting up at 4 in the morning?
Prep for the day.
I, okay.
Going surfing.
Oh, sick. Wait, where are you?
Portugal.
Oh, okay. Well, that would do it. All right. Well, what's a
Don't
good?
play us out with bagpipes, by the way.
Excuse
You're
me?
gonna do it, aren't you?
I'm not playing us
So
out with
don't.
bagpipes. I would not do that to us. I'm picking a you know what? I'm gonna hit a random button. Let's see. Closing my eyes and yeah, that'll work. Okay, thanks everybody for coming to 9 o'clock live at the Noun Square. I'm Robot Fish Girl. We are going to be back here tomorrow at about 11:40 p.m. EST, so about 10 minutes later than we were today. We are creeping up on that date line for us here in the EST time zone. So, with that, thank you everybody for coming. Tomorrow we are going to go over the Noun's musical proposal. We're also going to be talking about everything else happening. In the meantime, don't forget to pick up Nomo Noun 1322, The Beat. Don't forget to pick up Collective Noun number 394, this ETH folder, yellowcollective.xyz if you want to bid on that. Otherwise, that's all she wrote, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming. There's no relevance to anything we talked about, but it's fine.
There is so much a man can tell you, so much he